Hello and welcome to Animal Watch, and today we're at SAVEAFOX Rescue. Hello.
Now, who hasn't seen these cute characters online with all their wriggles and chirps? Like Finnegan Fox here. Dixie Fox, you are the cutest. The little chuckles, tail wags, and squeaks. I mean, who couldn't be seriously cheered up after watching Dixie Fox pinching a mobile phone and running off with it, causing this clip to go viral worldwide?
You try to bury it.
So today, Animal Watch is visiting SAVEAFOX Rescue, famous for not only entertaining their online audience with footage of these cheeky residents, but also for being on the front line of rescuing abandoned foxes all over the States. And for incredibly shutting down dozens of fur farms, giving otherwise hopeless foxes a chance at feeling grass beneath their feet for the first time in their life after being born on wire mesh. A chance to play and thrive outside as foxes should, instead of being your next coat or trimming. So today we bring you fun, frolics, cuteness, fluffy feet, sometimes only 3, but still cute, as well as advice on whether foxes make good pets. And not forgetting some beautiful heartfelt stories of some of SAVEAFOX's latest rescues. Meet Mikayla and her band of cheeky foxes. Mikayla Raines founded SAVEAFOX Rescue to help rescue foxes from all over the States after saving her first fox in 2015. There are 2 SAVEAFOX locations, one in Minnesota and one in Florida. Today I'm visiting the main rescue in Minnesota. It's wintertime, minus 20 degrees and freezing, but the foxes were loving it.
Hi, Anneka. Welcome to SAVEAFOX and welcome to Minnesota.
Wow, it's so cold.
Yes. So I'll show you around today. I'll introduce you to all the foxes and a little bit of background stories about them and what we do here at SAVEAFOX. So we do a mixture of taking in foxes from fur farms and pet surrender situations. And these are silver foxes. They are the species red fox, but they are silver. And then Kipper, he is a silver white mark. Okay. All right, you ready to go see the rest of the animals?
I can't wait.
All
I can't wait. Let's
go. Try not to slip.
The outside enclosures are wild, large and natural, allowing the foxes to dig to their heart's content, just like if they were in the wild, making dens and climbing in the trees. Some just like to make the most of any bit of sun they can get. Many of SAVEAFOX Rescue followers already recognise some of their regular characters, such as the cheeky Dixie. And then there's the funny, wriggly Finnegan.
So yeah, I definitely have the strongest bond with him. I had him before I had all the other foxes here. I had a lot more time on my hands, so I spent lots of time with him. We used to even sleep together, even though he's not potty trained. I had to change my bedding every day. But I did it for you because I just love you so much. I actually take him for walks every night. And I just love him. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Yes, I always give you kisses, whether you like it or not.
Well, I'm here at SAVEAFOX Rescue, and this is Mikayla. And of course, you must have seen Mikayla's videos online. Who hasn't? These are all rescued fur farm foxes, aren't they? And also from other situations.
Yep, these 2 are fur farm rescues. So they came to us when they were 1 or 2 years old. And as you see, they came around very fast.
They are.
And they became very social with people.
They are so social. Look at this.
And this is Jack.
Hello, Jack. Jack's in my pocket.
Oh, he just got a mouthful.
You were just a monkey. Obviously, you say foxes, but let's go back to the beginning. How did it all start?
I started this because I did wildlife rehab with my mom when I was a kid.
And we rehabilitated a wild gray fox once, and I fell in love with it, and I just knew I wanted foxes to be part of my life. So when I got a little bit older, it kind of just snowballed into something bigger. I really never planned to like make this big operation. It's just I rescued my first fox and I would post him on Instagram all the time, and then people would be like, oh my gosh, I love your fox. And then other people that would get a fox would realize they couldn't take care of it, and then they saw my Instagram, they're like, hey, would you take my fox?
Wow.
So then I just kept building on.
So it's interesting what you were saying about people contacting you saying, could you please take their fox? The message you really want to get out to people, foxes aren't pets that you can have in the house, and it can really go wrong, can't it?
Yes. So for example, I mean, I do let my foxes in the house sometimes, but also I don't have furniture, I don't have carpet, I don't have a couch, and my bed folds up into the wall. It's a Murphy bed, so I have lots of precautions. I've had a couch in the past, and that fox dug a hole right through it within like 24 hours just from me.
Oh my goodness me.
Yes, just from me not supervising the fox. So, you know, they're wild animals. They have their instincts. They like to dig. They're not potty trained. They're
I've heard they
smelly.
like to get the wires in the house as well, right?
Yeah, they'll chew on anything they have access to, really. And I think the biggest reason, though, people surrender is because they don't realize how strong they smell.
Yeah, they do, don't they?
Yes, and if you have a red fox in the house, that's what these guys are. Even though they're not the color red, they are a species red. I mean, your whole house will smell, especially if you have carpet. Foxes mark. They mark their territory. They like to like pee on every little thing. So
and
like,
that's even if they're spayed or neutered, they'll still do
yes.
that. Yeah.
Right now I have a fox in the house, Dixie. She'll mark things. So like, if I don't clean up after myself, like if I were to leave a sock on the floor, she'd squat down and leave a few drops of pee on it. And just those few drops of pee will make the whole upstairs smell. Hi. Hi. Hi, I know I got you.
Hi, hello, this is Dixie. She's one of our more well-known foxes. Now she's checking you guys out. You're my cute, pretty girl. She's very well known for taking my phone and making videos. But she's one of our foxes that was a pet surrender. They come from private breeders, and then people who bought them from private breeders and wanted to have them as pet, and then realized, oh my gosh, this is a lot of work. So we usually end up getting them around like 6 months old then, because that's when they start hitting puberty and acting more like a fox. And that's when people realize, oh my gosh, this thing is peeing all over, it stinks, and it's too much for me to handle. Dixie, hi! So she has to be in the house while she's recovering. So unfortunately, she had to get her tail amputated. She broke it years ago, and it wasn't a big problem, and then she broke it more recently, and then it was really bugging her, so she was chewing on it. So it had to be amputated. She's not very happy about it, but she gets to sleep with me at night. She likes that part. Hi. Do you want a treat?
But on a much darker note, Mikayla and her colleagues annually rescue dozens, sometimes hundreds, of fur farm foxes, born into a life of darkness and fear on a bed of wire. No future ahead, except to be turned into a fancy fur coat, or even more degrading, a crappy cheap trim for a hat or jacket.
Hey, give me back my glove. You can't take it. No. So in the past year, we've rescued over 400 foxes out of fur farms. We aren't like that huge of an operation either. We have 12 staff, which isn't a lot when you think of the fact that we have like 100 animals with 2 locations, and we have like social media and vet visits and stuff. So it's been a lot of work for us to try to accomplish so much in so little time.
Yeah. You're getting the owners, aren't you, to sign a contract so they agree to not farm the foxes anymore.
Yep.
And then they hand them all over to you.
That's exactly what we did.
What's the process of getting them out?
So it's finding qualified adopters, which is usually other sanctuaries. We do occasionally do private adopters, but they have to, show hours of experience, and they have to show that they can prove that they have like exotic veterinarian and outdoor enclosure. There's not
a whole lot of people that are qualified to have foxes, so it's a lot harder to place them for dogs and cats.
So when you walk into the fur farms, tell everybody just how bleak it is when you go in there.
Oh gosh, I've been doing it for so long, I feel like I have to try to like shut off a part of myself because it's so hard to see. If I think about it too much, you know, it could really ruin my week. So it's rough. I mean, to make it easier, I try to remind myself that the foxes in the fur farm don't know life outside of the fur farm, which is really sad. They can't imagine like, oh, I haven't touched grass, I haven't run around.
Like they've been taken from nature.
Yeah, they can't even like fathom.
They just walk on wire, don't they? So all the feces fall through.
Yeah.
It's just like a disgusting breeding operation, isn't it? And they get euthanized, don't they, about 12 months old. And just the thought of babies being born on like wire and that. So
it's really sad.
It's disgusting. And to be quite honest, I'm absolutely shocked that America has still got the fur farms.
They farm lots of animals for fur. Foxes and mink being the main ones that they farm around my area, even like Minnesota and neighboring Wisconsin and Iowa. And it's really sad. It's hard to keep up. I mean, it's not something I can do alone for sure. So I surely hope they get closed down soon.
So Anneka, this is our quarantine area. So this is where the foxes go after they're neutered, or if they just came off a fur farm, you know, they have to be quarantined. So we make sure they're healthy before they go to their new homes or go here in our fox yards. Considering they came from a fur farm and, you know, they didn't always have positive interactions, it's crazy how some of these guys can become so tame and social with people so fast.
I fell in love with the little fox who carried his toys around and hid them. This fox had never had a toy ever before Mikayla gave them to him, and he was so excited to have them that he was stashing them all away just in case we were going to take them from him. Then there was the little barker. Such a bright little button with a wonderful voice to match. And then there was the big fox who looked like a giant Oreo. Fresh from a fur farm, but so gentle, he let me cuddle him for ages. Then we saw the wonderful love affair between Fungi and his girlfriend. Although they decided to have a spat while we were filming. Well, all relationships have their up and down days, don't they? Foxes are obviously incredibly cute. They belong to the Canidae family and are cousins to our beloved pet dog. So it seems like they might make a good pet, right? Some domestic varieties of foxes are often seen online as pets. They are cute, very vocal and extremely entertaining.
They go through a phase, don't they, when they get to about 6 months where they get a bit crazy? So
Yes.
They sort of call it the fox crazies.
Yep, that is exactly what us fox people call it. We call it the October crazies, but really it can last, you know, from the start of October to even earlier for like 3 to 4 months. And that's when they first hit puberty. So when they're young, they smell less. They're like a puppy kind of. People will keep them until they reach that 6-month point, and then they start turning into foxes.
Yeah, and then I've heard they can be a bit naughty too.
Oh, yes, of course.
So yeah, and that's when they give up on them.
Yes, that's when they're like, okay, maybe I should have thought this through.
Mikayla fundraises almost every day in an ever-constant pressure to fund the next vet visit, the next enclosure, or the next rescue mission. She's constantly making fundraising videos and gives up her sleep and her life to work hard and keep the rescue going.
Well, I think you're doing an absolute amazing
Thank
job.
you.
It might not be all of them, but to that one fox, it's everything. I think that's what you got to remember.
Yeah, that's what I always try to tell people too, because there's always some people that are like, why make a difference in some of them when you can't rescue them all? And I'm like, because if I can make a difference in that one's life, like it matters to that one.
So what is your plan for the next year or two? What do you hope to do?
Oh gosh, honestly, this last year has been really hard on us and this whole team. So I need to take a little break to recover. This has been a big mission and it's taken a lot of funds to the point where like our funds are drained. Mentally, I need to recover, but we financially don't have a choice but to recover for the next year.
How much do you need in donations?
Well, just this last year in rescuing all those foxes, we spent about $1 million. Yes, yes, vet bills, staffing, relocating, and building all these yards is just a ton of money.
In conclusion, after defrosting my fingers from the trip, I was so impressed by the amazing facilities and dedication of the staff members. The enclosures were huge and natural. The foxes were loved and very happy. The ones I met, who had just been saved, were in just the best of hands, with nothing denied them. They got the best vet care and the best rehabilitation. It takes a long time to build up a network of sanctuaries and contacts to save literally hundreds of foxes. I've done it with Romanian dogs, so I know the stress and toll it can have on a person's health. Mikayla literally pours her entire soul into the running of this place, and I feel that each fox takes a little bit of her heart every time she saves one. And because of this, I implore my viewers to stop by her pages, follow her, and if you can, please send her a small donation, as even £1 or $1 can make a huge difference once added all together. To change the life of these animals is unbelievable, and to be contributing to the end of fur farming in the USA is even better. Also remember, please enjoy these little guys from afar, as foxes are not pets, unless you're rescuing them like Mikayla and can provide them with a big outdoor enclosure to make them happy. Fur farm foxes can never be set free as they are domestically bred, and their genetics still make them wildish and certainly not good house pets. Better to just enjoy Mikayla's videos from the comfort of your home and maybe sponsor a fox you have taken a particular liking to. Hopefully I can drop by the Florida rescue at some point later in the year. If you missed my episode on why foxes aren't great pets, I'll pop a link through in the information bar above. I'll also link to some excellent red fox rescue videos at the end of this episode.
I see you every day on Instagram putting out these fantastic reels, which of course are cute and amazing, but of course you need people to donate so you can keep doing these cute little videos and keep rescuing. And volunteer.
Yeah.
So you've had someone come from Wales, haven't you?
Yes.
So I'm going to put a link where you can go and donate. Please donate. Please
Thank
donate.
you.
She's so lovely. Mikayla's so lovely.
Thank you.
So your main website is
SAVEAFOX.org.
okay, and also on Instagram that's
SAVEAFOX_rescue.
yeah, and I'll write that on the screen so you can find it. And there's a Facebook page as well, and you can go on there to be entertained, because you really will be entertained.
And
Not-
see cute foxes.
And see cute foxes.
Yeah.
And when I say cute, I mean like you're tickling them, they're laughing, they're the cutest thing. They just make you smile all day, and at the same time you'll be supporting something that's really important. And here's to shutting down all of the fur farms in time.
I hope so.
It's amazing.
So
We've got a
see.
fantastic team, so Mikayla needs all the support that she can get, and obviously more volunteers. And if you like this amazing episode with all its cuteness, then please give us a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel by clicking the button in the bottom hand corner, and tune in every week where we'll be bringing you more amazing episodes on dogs, wolves, foxes, animal rescue and conservation. Bye for now.
Oh, cold.